1:37, the clock will stop. And be 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors. Creech claps his hands. He wants the ball. He's shown that he has a terrific arm. Horn rushes straight up the middle of the field. It is to the 21-yard line. It'll be third down. Be 3rd down and 5 to go for the Warriors. And we have a timeout on the field. We're going to stay right here, though, with only a minute and 29 seconds remaining in the first half. Like I mentioned just a few moments ago, if the Comets defense stops them with 1:29 here in the remaining the first half, that's 6 consecutive 0 points allowed for the defense of the Comets. Going back a week earlier against Smithfield, the Selma, which they beat them 63-3, only allowing 3 points since that matter. I mean, so the defense itself for the Comets is playing lights out. No matter who they put on the field, Creech has a terrific arm. They rushed for, last week against Selma, the Eastway, they still rushed for 200 and something yards. Okay, I don't have the exact yards in front of me, but a great throwing team, a passing team with Creech, and a good running attack with this Horn young man from the Warriors. So the defense itself for the Comets are playing extremely well. They're excited about the postseason. Look for the Comets to continue that momentum going forward. Right here, it starts right here with only 1:29 remains here in the first half. And the captain of the defense for the Comets motioned out a play here, but the Warriors get the snap. That is Horn rushed to the right-hand side. He gets out to about the 30-yard line and finally brought down. And correction. It's going to be 4th down. The Comets tripped him up in the air. Looks like he got the first down, but the referees are on the Comets' side of the field, or the Comets' side, because they give him the 4th down. But it's 4th down and 1. 4th down and 1 with only 58 seconds. The clock continues to run right here in Clayton, North Carolina for the Greater News 3A Conference rivals as Clayton, North Carolina. The Clayton Comets take on East Wake, the Warriors, out of Wendell, North Carolina. And Creech looks to there's the offensive line is to the left. All the offensive line is to the left. And it looks like they were going to set up for the punt. But we have another timeout on the field. So with only 38.5 seconds remaining, we're going to stay right here. Once again, it's 21 for the Comets, 0 for the Warriors. And this Warrior offense with Creech and Horn doing, again, they have some special players. Dawson Creech, number 14, and Michael Horn, number 21, the running back, are two impressive young men for this Warriors. But the problem is they're not getting enough from the other players from this ball club. And I'm not being rude. I'm not trying to be rude, at least. I might sound like I am, but I'm not. The Clayton defense has been, again, they've been impressive. I'm going to over and over and over, I'm going to continue talking about the defense because moving forward, the defense for the Comets are going to see much greater offense going into the playoffs. So it's impressive what they're doing with, they know they're better than the East Wake Warriors. They understand that. But it's two different things about knowing it and actually doing something about it. And they're bowing their neck out and say, we're going to let you run on it, but you have to beat us somewhere else. And they're doing a terrific job by doing that right now. And we have another timeout on the field. Back-to-back timeouts by the East Wake Warriors head coach. But we're going to stay right here. 38.5 seconds. The first quarter and the second quarter has been hauled on 39 seconds apiece. Feels like 20 minutes or so with only a 60-second difference. But we thank you for being part of our broadcast. The CRN Sports Network will also be covering the men's and women's varsity basketball programs. Our first game is going to be against East Garner for on the 20th of November. Wesley Outland will be on the call over here at the gymnasium, the brand new gymnasium. Like Wesley also mentioned, when we were here at Clayton High School, they were still building it. They had 1 year remaining in building the parking lot for the Warrior, or for the Comets, excuse me. So we're not used to this new stuff here at the Clayton territory. But with only 38 seconds, we have a man in motion. Creech decides to keep it, get to the right-hand side, but he has met 5 different Comet defenders. And I'm surprised they stopped the clock there, but 31.5 degrees, he was pulled inbounds. So they are not going, they did stop the clock. And I'm guessing once the referees, here it is, once the referees put the ball down, the clock will continue to. Here he goes, 24 seconds. And once again, they're lining up in this crazy formation. Looks like they're in there's two offensive linemen where the ball is, and they have a man motioning, and he gets out to the 40-yard line, finally pushed out of bounds. That is number 10, Davion Vick, number 10 for the Warriors. Pushed out of bounds with 6.3 seconds remaining here in the first half. So 6 seconds. 21 for the Comets, 0 for the Warriors of East Wake. Be second down and 3 to go for the Warriors. Ball's at the 39-yard line. Only 6.3 seconds left until we go into halftime. Trace Knight on the call this evening as Mr. Wesley Allen is on the field, ready to talk to the head coach of Hunter Jenks of the Comets about his little first half comments. Creech keeps the ball, gets up to the right-hand side. He is finally brought down, but that is a first down run, and that is end of the first half here in Clayton, North Carolina. Your score, 21 for the Comets and 0 for the Warriors. Trace Knight, Wesley Allen, just a few minutes down on the field. Talk to Mr. Hunter Jenks of the Clayton High School Comets. You're tuned in to CRN Sports Network.
When you are looking for a company to help build your next project, what do you look for? Price, honesty. How about our general contractor with integrity? If this sounds like you, it's time to call my friends over at Osborne Company Incorporated.
And now, fans, we're going to have a special performance by our dance team.
Just listen for some satisfied customers. Their detail was given its due attention. We have done major projects.
Hey, thank you, Trey. We're down here on the field with the head coach of the Comets here for senior night, Coach Hunter Jenks. It's 21-0 at halftime. What's your thoughts of the game against East Wake so far?
Defensively, I felt like we've played solid. Special teams, we've played solid. Offensively, we're making too many mistakes. We've got to clean them up.
You're doing really, really good, though. Do you think that there should be more scoring efforts being made by Clayton, or do you think what's your thoughts of the penalty flags coming into the game, especially the second half or the second quarter?
Yeah, I mean, offensively, we're just making too many mistakes. Penalties, not running the right routes, and so, really, we should have 35 points right now. So offensively, we have not played well.
How about the seniors, the way they're playing so far?
The seniors, they're right now they're providing good leadership and they're playing hard, and so I think Evan Harding is leading the way for us.
There you go, Coach. We'll let you get back to the field. Hey, by the way, Trey Knight, in just a few moments, we're going to grab an interview with the principal of the Clayton High School, Mr. Coach Bennett Jones. He sounded like he was pretty aggravated, and one of the things, I don't know if you call or not, Trey, was the flags. So many flags in the first half of play, especially the second quarter. Coach Bennett was like, what is going on with these flags being called, especially here on senior night? But for the most part, they should be happy in C-Town. They're up 21-0. We'll also grab an interview in addition to Coach Bennett Jones, also Mike Murray of East Wake Warriors, to get his thoughts on the side of the field as we get ready for the Osborne Company halftime show. Back up to you in the tower, buddy.
I appreciate it, Mr. Wesley. Again, that's Hunter Jenks, the head coach of the Comets. As just a few minutes, we're going to hear from Mr. Bennett Jones to kind of see what he's upset about right here. Again, a phenomenal man, a great principal here at the Clayton High School. Was my track coach back in the day, back in 06. So it's good to see him doing what he loves here in Clayton High School. Let's take a small little break and wait for the interview with Mr. Wesley Allen.
Rudo Apparel powers teams and athletes around the world by offering the best in customer uniforms at an unbeatable price. Visit RudoApparel.com or give them a call today at 347-850-2720. Build your one-of-a-kind uniform made just the way you want. Rudo Apparel, the #1 shop for custom uniforms and apparel. That's 347-850-2720. When you are looking for a company to help build your next project, what do you look for? Price, honesty. How about our general contractor with integrity? If this sounds like you, it's time to call my friends over at Osborne Company Incorporated. No matter what project you have in mind, the Osborne Company will get it right the first time. Just listen to some satisfied customers. Every detail was given its due attention. We have done major projects over the years, and the quality of work given to us by Osborne was far superior to other companies. Sound like a company you want to deal with? Head over to OsborneCompany.com to see what they can do for you today. Or give them a call and talk with the friendly staff at 623-2111. The Osborne Company.
Hey, Trey Snyder, we're back here at the west end of the end zone here as we continue our Osborne Company halftime show on the CRN Sports Network with the principal coach of the Clayton High School Comets, Bennett Jones. Coach, what do you think of these seniors and senior night and the atmosphere and the score so far in the game?
Oh, well, so we have a great senior class here. Our senior class is very large. It's about 450 students make up our senior class. But this group of seniors is so special, not only on the fields and on the courts, but overall just in how they carry and lead the school. They're a great bunch of students. And obviously in our football field, we had a great senior class led by some very highly talented players. But really, top to bottom, these kids have committed in their sophomore year when Coach Jinks came in, committed to the program, to the process, and each year have gotten better in what they've done. And overall, I think in the first half it shows their commitment to the weight room, their commitment to the program and doing things the right way. I think it's exhibited every Friday and Thursday night.
A great game so far, 21-0. Hunter Jinks and the Comet players going into the playoffs. What's the projections? Are you guys going to try to get a home game here? Is it look like it's going to be on the road? Are you going to travel real far, get the charter buses? What's it looking like?
Well, we're looking right now to be the way the seating is set up, not being a conference champion. Really limits how far up you can go in terms of seeding. So we're looking to be somewhere in that 8, 9, 10 range, depending upon some of the outcomes of the other games. So obviously if we're a 9 or below, we're traveling. And then what we'll do is we'll sit around and wait for the brackets to come out on Saturday, figure out where we are, how far we have to travel. And then if we have to hit the road, I'm sure all of our Comet crew and the rest of Comet Country will load up on buses and cars, and we'll go wherever, and we'll come full force next Friday night somewhere ready to play ball and go try to win a state championship.
There we go. We'll have that road. We'll travel. Final question for you. Being a principal now, but being a coach yourself or coaching for so many years, do you ever get that coaching principal mentality, watching the games, seeing how things play on the field?
Well, the coach in me never stops. I think it never goes away.
I saw a sample of it during halftime.
I don't think it ever goes away. Really, no matter what I'm doing, cheering on our kids, no matter what sport it is, whether it's or going to a play or I really love supporting our students and our student athletes. The coach in me does want to get out, especially on Thursday and Friday nights. The lights come on, the juices get flowing a little bit. Obviously, with football, I spent so many years coaching football. It's something that I know, and it's certainly something that I appreciate doing. But our kids play so hard. Coach Jinks does a tremendous job in our program, and it's fun to get out here. But yeah, the juices definitely get flowing a little bit on the sideline.
In addition to that, high school basketball about to crank up here November 20th on CRN Sports with East Garner, and the varsity girls and varsity boys, Marlon Lee and Denny Medlin, ready to go on the court.
Absolutely. We got 2 veteran coaches been around here, been very successful in both on the girls and the boys side. So we're looking forward to a great winter season and then carrying over into our spring sports. So just very proud of the athletic program. We won back-to-back Wells Fargo championships for our conference athletics. So we're very proud of the athletic lineage that's going on at Clayton High, and we're very excited about the upcoming seasons.
There you go. Thanks for your time, Coach Bennett Jones. Appreciate it. And again, Trey Snyder, in addition to that, buddy, again, principal was a coach. He's optimistic. He loves his players. This man will get on the road. Like you heard him say, if we got to go all the way to the mountains of Asheville, North Carolina for the football game, we will do it if we have to. And he's just such an awesome guy. I remember him as being a coach, not a principal, but now he takes that principal, but he's still got that coach's mentality that we talked about here as we continue on with the Osborne Company halftime show. That's, again, Principal Coach Bennett Jones. In just a couple of moments, we're going to go back to the away side of the field. We're going to catch up with Mike Murray, the head coach of the East Wake Warriors, as we continue the Osborne Company halftime show on the CRN Sports Network. Back to you, Trey Snyder.
I appreciate it, Mr. Wesley. With the principal of Clayton High School, Bennett Jones, extremely excited, extremely enthusiastic about his players and his school here. He was a phenomenal coach with my track coach as well, so I cannot give him enough credit what he's done last couple of years as the principal of the Clayton High School. So 10:36 remains here in the halftime. Your score 21 for the Comets and 0 for the Warriors. When we come back, we're going to have an interview with the head coach, Mr. Murray, of the Warriors.
Unbeatable price. Visit RudoApparel.com or give them a call today at 347-850-2720. Build your one-of-a-kind uniform made just the way you want. Rude Apparel, the #1 shop for custom uniforms and apparel. That's 347-850-2720.
Some energy drinks want to scare you. Some even want to bully you around. And the others, they're just blowing smoke. Packed with vitamins B3, B5, B6.